Okay, thank you. So recording is enabled. And good morning or good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to RISC-V Open Hour. This is a bi-week meetup that provide a platform for RISC-V community to interact in real time with special focus on RISC-V support in software, open source software project and RISC-V development boards. So I will do the opening and just some routines schedule like introduction about the the website and the calendar or something else. Yeah. So if you wanted to discuss something else, please interrupt me and I will do the opening first, and then the PRCT engineer will update their progress. And yeah, and I know there's some other people join us. It looked like some people from US or Indian. So please, if you wanted to say something, please don't hesitate it. So we are happy to, so today we are very happy to have you enjoying us today for this exciting session, where you can get a lot of latest news about RISC-V development. RISC-V Open Hour is all about open discussion, discussion and cooperation and knowledge sharing among the community. So you know that's what is the best part. Actually, the best part is no prepared talks. All the slides are required. Just like the uh, open hour in US time zone uh, friendly one, and they never prepare any slide, right? But we will prepare some of that, just because PLCT engineer will join us, so they will have a lot of information. So I just update the slide every time. Yeah, but actually, no prepared talks or slides are required. Although the PRCT left and me will prepare some of the topics and slide. We just wanted to make sure that we can have a useful and informative hour. If you have any topic, please interrupt us. We will be happy to discuss with you, and we encourage you to actively participate, ask a question, and share your insight during the session. So today's session is scheduled for Thursday, April 13 at 10 a.m. China Standard Time. This is the Asia Time Zone friendly meeting. Please mark your calendar for the next RISC-V Open Hour, which will be held on Wednesday, April 26th at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is US time zone friendly meeting. Today we have two RISC-V. Actually, I'm not sure if Wei is online. I know he is busy on a taxi or maybe travel to the airport. So actually we have two RISC-V ambassador in attendance, me and Wei Wu. So yeah. So the next one. So as learn more about RISC-V Open Hour and other event organized by the RISC-V International, you can visit our community website and community website at here actually is here. So yeah, it's RISC-V.org, and we also have a community RISC-V.org events, like yes. something like here. So you can get more information about our events here, and our official and we also have an official uh, uh, YouTube channel at RISC-V International Videos, and you can also find more information about RISC-V Ambassador at RISC-V.org ambassadors. Once again, welcome to RISC-V Open Hour, and thank you for your participation and support. As a opening routine, please allow me to introduce to you the RISC-V International Foundation and organization that plays most important roles in the development of RISC-V specification and open source introduction open source instruction set architecture for processors. So as you may know, RISC-V is gaining widespread attention and adoption in the technology industry to because of its open and extensible nature. So sorry, it's a yeah, it's a because of sorry, it's a problem here. Okay, sure. Okay. So the RISC-V, I say, allowed for customized and scaled processor designs, make it suitable for worldwide, if suitable for wide range of application from embedded system to high performance computing. So in this session, we will introduce. Actually, we do that before. I will introduce some advanced RISC-V server level platform. Which will announce this Friday, actually. So we can have a grant today. Yeah. So as the introduction in this slide, RISC-V International Foundation just is a non-profit organization. As you know, the the member is up to 3,100 as the latest data I got yesterday night. So all from uh, more than 70 countries, including company and universities. We are who are actively involved in the development and uh, promotion of the RISC-V. Our member collaborate to drive the advancement of RISC-V and ensure the openness and accessibility to all. So this is the so this slide I updated yesterday. So how to become, this is the link to let you know how to become the member. And we also have a wiki page to make it will help you to understand our, so yes, this is the page for join us. So you can see it's a it's free for the individual and the non-profit organization. And here, sorry. So this is a wiki page, include a lot of information, and including the calendar and the yeah, and the file we share with all of you, and the mailing list, which public mailing list. We also have a member mailing list. So there's a ton. Most of actually this page collect all the information we need here. So the RISC-V International Foundation provide a wealth of resource for his member and the broader RISC-V community. So our website serve as a hub of information, just like this, and feature this wiki page, just collect all the information, uh, and more, and furthermore, and the RISC-V International Foundation mailing list, uh, maintain a mailing list on different topic which are which are also include the public archive, allowed for us to get all the information here, and it also include in the wiki page. Yeah, this routing system. Yeah. So so there's another important also, okay, technical meeting calendar. So there's a calendar for all the meeting. I guess I have a snapshot here. Yes. So what you can say is there are a lot of different meeting every 2 week. Maybe some meetings bi-week, maybe it's weekly. So you can join the meeting which you are interested in. And I often join the development board meeting like I guess it's a Tuesday 8 for me. So I often join the development board meeting in Tuesday, and sometimes there's a ambassador meeting, and also of course there's open hour here. So this a meeting I joined oftenly. So there's another program called RISC-V Development Board program. Is in initiative lay onto and to getting RISC-V Development Board into the hand of the open source developer. RISC-V International uh, use this opportunity for the developer to access RISC-V Development Board and further contribution to the RISC-V ecosystem. So to participate in this program, you will need to fill out the application, and while being a member of international or a member organization is required. So you can join this program by filling the application. The application form is here, and but please remember, the individuals can join RISC-V International free for all course. And yeah, just I mentioned it before. And let me see. And so you can find the information. You can find more information about this development board program on the website or on the website. Yes, and you can see here. Yes, this is the website. So actually, this slide is opened. So you can, if you want, just let me know, and I will send the original slide to you, and we can show this slide to you. And I will, let me see. I will also, paste this link to the chat. Yes, okay, and I'll copy link down. Yes, here. Okay, I have pasted a link to the chat, so you can find more information here. And so thank you for thank you for your attention, and please feel free to explore our website at RISC-V.org to learn more about RISC-V International Foundation and his in activities. So let's a standard opening, and I have more information to share. And so previously we have RISC-V Day Tokyo Spring every year, spring and autumn every year. But this time, I guess they try to organize the conference better. So they changed the time to June 20. So it become the RISC-V Day Tokyo 2020 23rd summer conference. So this conference will held on June 20, as I mentioned just now, and uh, it's norm, normally is held in Tokyo and some university and some maybe last time I guess there's a once before the pandemic I joined is in Hitachi. Hitachi. So and there's a link you can access this link to get to their website. So there's more information, but I haven't seen any schedule. This schedule just the placeholder, I guess. So I haven't seen the call for paper or anything else. But this is planning, and I guess I will also try to join this event. Yeah. So okay, that's about RISC-V Day Tokyo. Okay, so I guess the next one. So any question, please raise your question, and if not, we will let Wei Wu to. I'm sorry. He's on a plan. So anyone in PLC Lab can do
Yeah,
this.
I'm here. I'm Robin Lu, and Mr. Wu has requested me to help him present this presentation. So, uh, can I
Okay,
carry
please.
on? Okay. So, as far as I know, the RISC-V lab in Beijing is up and running, and we have received six the SG2042 boards with maybe 64 cores. So that might be a boost to RISC-V software and hardware verification. So at least three boards will be integrated to the RISC-V Lab Hangzhou for RISC-V developers, and there soon there will be more boards like Milk V Pioneer board in RISC-V Lab before June. And there is a RISC-V CI farm near finishing, and that maybe will be delivered before April 21. And POCT Lab is building a RISC-V cluster. At first, we decided to use D1, but now we turn to DTH1520, and Robin Lu, is personally building a Robin OS or some certain distribution to utilize the vector extension for it. And maybe in June we will try to make it be public. And there is a few more unmatched board available now.
Okay, great. I should turn to the next page, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's your job also, right?
Yeah. Partly my job. Partly the D1s are maybe a part of my job, but the unmatched is not.
Yeah, I mean, you can do some introduction on this war for the development ball, right?
Maybe, as far as I know, maybe the developers can just directly apply for maybe unmatched boards in the pull request above. So feel free to maybe pull requests and use it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I will get to the next page. Yeah, that's the picture of SG2042 EVB, which is 64 core RISC-V server level development board. So I have some development board here, and I just trying to right before the meeting, I just trying to boot this with U-boot and grab. So thanks to actually we have on this development board and also the Pioneer. Actually we already have U-boot support. Um, U-boot support. So thanks to Yixun from Gen 2 community, also from PLCT, and he already made U-boot running on that, and I have tried that. It works quite well, and it also works. I will put it on Milk Fight. I do have a demo board for this, but no case. There's no show, no case here. I just have a motherboard here. So I try to make some demo prepared for the release event Friday and tomorrow. Yeah, actually ties very tight. And the other one is two socket server, and it works. Actually, SoftGo is working on that, and they plan to have some demo product. I guess maybe next month or maybe the month of after next month. So this demo board is really the server size, and I guess it's a 2U server, and also they will make how to say a rack, a whole rack include it contains more than 8 server, and also a router, or just like the norm the rack in a data center. So it's something really can solve our problem, at least for Fedora. Reason why RISC-V is not officially in Fedora, because we don't have the real compilation tool for a real hardware builder in our board farm. So right now we have that. I think RISC-V will be officially supporting Fedora is maybe this year or next year.
That's
So
awesome.
just please, anyone?
Oh, I'm great work. Thank you. Like, this has been great. I've been really interested to see what's going to be happening with operating system support, especially around Fedora. So very
Yeah,
cool.
actually for these two, at least for Milk-Fi and the EVB board, we already run Fedora on that for a long time. I guess 1 or 2 months. It's already running, and there is image download. You can download in our Open Koji system. So actually, I can find it for you, and you can have a look. Let me check.
Yeah, not a problem. I was just curious, is there a projected availability date for the Milk 5?
Actually, they will announce that tomorrow.
Okay.
And yeah, they will announce that tomorrow. And the day you mentioned, I guess, in that event. Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
So okay. As I mentioned just now, for the current boot float for SG2042, it's changed like that. You if you notice last time, if you really you are the developer of that, you know they are using ZSBL, which is just a bootloader loading all the component into the memory. the ZSBL is the function of this, just loading all the component like OpenSBI and U-boot, or maybe Linux boot into the memory. So because of the great work from Yixun, we have U-boot support right now. So the boot chain right now is ZSBL to OpenSBI, ZSBL loading OpenSBI U-boot DTB into the memory, and then jump into the OpenSBI, and OpenSBI jump into U-boot. U-boot will loading Grab, and Grab will putting final operation system right now. So I have tried this just now, and it works. So if we have more time in this session, I can show you at the end of this meeting. Yeah.
So is this the official boot flow from the vendor, or is this from the community?
It's just come from community, like me. I'm using Fedora, so imagine you were using this boot flow, but it's not a final one. It's just a temporary using a U-boot, and we are working on UEFI. So the final one should be OpenSBI UEFI Grab into Linux kernel.
When you say UEFI, do you mean EDK2?
Yes, I mean EDK2. Sorry. I should refer to EDK2. Yeah, it's an open source implementation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wonder what the bootloader is provided by the vendor, the factory shipped bootloader. Is that
right now in this EVB board, in this prototype, they are using Linux boot. So let's ship with the board. But maybe when they just according to our how to say the progress on this development, I think they can ship some other weight to, because they not just support Fedora, they also have a Debian, Ubuntu, OpenEULA, and all kind of different OS. So it depends on the OS, the imaging maintainer. Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say most of the operating systems tend to want to have a EFI environment, whether that comes from U-boot or EDK2, so they can use Grub and kind of go from there. I have a Sci5 Unmatched system, and I'm doing very similar thing, but it's booting into Arch Linux, basically the same way.
Yeah. So what is the boot trend from your development board from Sci5 right now?
Right now, it's basically identical to this. So I'm just going ZSBL to OpenSBI to U-boot, and then that loads Grub, and then all the rest. I have like 7 operating systems installed, and I can just pick it from a menu. It's great.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. So yeah, actually, this is also the boot trend I use for Vision 5 V1. Yeah, I do have V1, V2. The imaging we made for V1 is this boot trend. Yes.
do you know?
Sorry, Ben. Go ahead, Ben. I was curious what you wanted to say.
Yeah. Do you know which core this board is using, from which vendor? That's Sci5 core, or what is the core there?
Oh, you mean the
RISC-V core? Yeah.
Okay. This core is come from T-Hat C920.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a okay. I think.
Does it support hypervisor?
Hypervisor? No.
I don't think anything supports hypervisor yet. That has a requirement on. Yeah, that has a requirement on AIA, and AIA doesn't have any hardware yet. One of the projects that I'm working on with a group here in Austin is we're actually trying to get some FPGA development boards up and running so that we can start building SOCs and try and implement AIA on that. So hopefully that will help things out as things move along. But right now, unfortunately, nothing supports hypervisor.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just weird because it seems like a server level board, but without hypervisor. Yeah.
Yes, there's no any.
It's early days. It's baby steps. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I don't know if you how to say heard this before. Some T-hat engineer try to implement another kind of KVM. It's not real KVM. It's a virtualization support in Linux kernel, which is different directory in the vert parallel with KVM. It's another kind of I guess it's a lightweight KVM which can running on the SoC which doesn't have any how to say the hypervisor level support.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. So that's probably based on the old user mode Linux stuff, which was very popular before all of the virtualization extensions were introduced in x86. The code's all still there, and I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work on RISC-V. There's probably a little bit of extra work that needs to be done, but that's a relatively easy lift, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your information. Yeah, I do have some patch for that from LAN. Just I haven't I haven't noticed we will discuss about that, but next time I will prepare this if more information in this mid session. Yeah. So okay, so this is the current bootload for SoftGo server right now. We will do some modification later. Yeah, but U-boot is another progress, right? So I'm very happy to see U-boot can load grab right now. Yeah. So this is the current status for Fedora because I'm working on that. So I do some introduction first, and then PLCT engineer will follow and do something more introduction about other distribution. Yeah. So for Fedora, we are trying to implement UEFI and ACPI. I just noticed. I guess the Ventana engineer has posted a lot of patch for ACPI. So I think the official support for ACPI on RISC-V is very close, and we are trying to implement that on this server on SoftGo's real SoftGo server. Yeah. So I think the schedule will be before the summer. Maybe in the summer we will try to enable UEFI. Actually, some other university in China already have some code for that. But they haven't sorted out the code and haven't published it. And the UEFI can working on SoftGo server right now actually, and the ACPI table we plan to finish that in autumn. So yeah, that's our plan. And right now we are building Fedora 38 in OpenCoG system using Fedora 37 report. So right before the meeting, actually the 18,000 SRPM means the Fedora 37. Right now for Fedora 38, we already built 6,000 SRPM package. SRPM, so the package, so RPM package actually more than that. So let me check if I can, yeah. Not sure if I can show this here in this OpenCoG. Yeah, and the complete build for RPM, so it's building packages, so it's run to RAS, and actually the successful build is more than 6,000. So I think here, and yeah. So yeah, 100, 200, I guess it works. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, it's not really working here. Do that. Yeah. So maybe yesterday we are building Perl and Python, and right now we are building more package for Fedora 38. So right now Rust package is building. So yeah. So and our repo is here. But maybe you can find more, more report in this link. And so because we are building Fedora 38, so 6,000 package has been built. It's a test build, and we will make the image at the end of this month. We try to finish at least 30%, more than 80%. Sorry, we try to finish more than 80% package before May. And all the toolchain are the latest one for Fedora 38, and libfi and Python, Perl, and Rust. All the packages are up to date. And also on SoftGo server, we already tried Firefox, LibreOffice, and Chrome. We are working on. And in the package we are making imaging for SoftGo server and TH1520 from T-Hat. And actually I do have some other development board based on this chip. We will make official imaging for that later. And the other good news for Fedora is for Fedora on RISC-V, this distro, we already made ROS and ROS2 running on that. Especially for ROS2, we run all the test and demo. I think just maybe 10% fail, and most of that are successful. Maybe some test and demo has some little test group has some one or two individual test fail, but I think overall the test result is very good, and we are working on it, try to make some more demo for ROS operation system. Yes. And okay, I guess that's all the things from me. And so I guess the PLCT engineer will give us more and more good news in this session. So it's for Android. Anyone can give us update?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello everyone. I'm Chen Wang from PRCT, and please allow me to present something about to introduce something about the AOSP for RISC-V. There are the first topic is about the Google upstream progress, and I listed some items about the major progress since last meeting. The first one is still about the cuttlefish, the emulator we are using to boot up kernel and the basic system. And now the good news is cuttlefish can boot up and into the shell successfully, and everyone can read the guide from the link I provide in this slide to try it. The second one is about the ART development process, and we can see Google guys and work with community some guys from such as T-Head and Eswin to accelerate this work. And Since last meeting, we can see more patches are being merged, and the ART can now run in interpreter mode, but the AOT compilation mode is still not available. And I'm looking forward to this feature in uh, in position as soon as possible. And the third one is about the is a problem which raised from Google about the a feature which named SCS, abbreviated from Shadow Core Stack, and this feature requires a platform reserved register, but seems like the RISC-V specific has not prepared for this, and which introduced some uh, uh, problem on implement this feature. And we can see that RISC-V community are uh, discussing about this. The latest status we can see is on the link I provided on this slide. Seems now the we are prefer to use the option to use the global register, the global pointer, which is reserved to to for this work. And the second topic is about the some other work from the RVI community. And the major work we are working on is about porting Chromium for Android, and we are now trying the version 109, and now we can pass the build and running the basic content share on the board, but it can only show some static web page. The playing of video has some problem now, and we are still working on this. And I have some PRs since last meeting, but I will not talk about this one by one. If you have interest, you can check this by yourself. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the next one is about RISC-V GCC. Jiawei, are you here?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, please. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, they're from PLCT. Let me introduce you the GCC progress recently. The first one is RVV had finished all intrinsic implement on GCC upstream. Now, Zhizhou and Keto are doing auto-vectorization work, and they send their first patch to upstream, and it's still reviewing. And the second link is discuss about whether if it need to add a new option for RVV special instruction in implement. And the next is profile to chain implementation draft. This doc record all details that how to imply profiles in to chain, both for GCC and LLVM. It's talk about profile use in the arc string and the check in all to chain options. The next one is the code size reduction extension support patch. Now it's reviewing on GCC upstream. This patch contains about 5 split small patches that implement all this extension in GCC. If you're interested, you can do a review check on this mailing list. The next one is SMNU table 8.6. A mapping patch is in review that corresponding to LVM implement. And this subsite for automatic extension in RISC-V. So that change the scenic features in automatic extension. And the next GCC 13 will be released in May. So a few patches now sent to upstream, fix known regression testing faults. It's not merged yet, but Keto said he will check all of them before the release deadline. The next one is link slash link. The last week we held the classical Ubuntu Chat meeting. It discussed about some problems in Ubuntu Chat. So you can check the snap in this link. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiawei. And okay, the next one is Arch Linux, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'd like to share some recent works made by the Arch Linux RISC-V team at PLCT. The first one is that while fixing the OpenColor IO package, we discovered an FMA issue which causes some tests to fail. Our minimal reproducible code looks like it is quite simple, just A times B plus C. Yeah, the result, let's say by default compiling configuration, the result differs on Cross86 and RISC-V. So after some investigation, we discovered that this is caused by the let's say some combinations of float point operations, like without FMA enabled or without the FMA instruction, it is compiled into two separated um, assembly instructions. The first one is for multiply, and the second one is for add. But with FMA enabled, it is compiled into one single instruction, which will finish both addition and multiplication. So according to the IEEE 754 standard, it says that the operation fused multiply add computes x times y plus z as if with unbounded range and precision, rounding only once to the destination format. I managed to find an example image showing this process, and as you can see, there's only one round before outputting the result. But with the two instruction compile result, we can say that the round happens twice. The first one is after the multiplication, and the second is after the addition. So this causes the result to differ. And on Cross86, we can manually trigger this behavior by specifying the MFMA compile compile arguments to the GCC. And on RISC-V 64, we can disable this behavior by passing FP contract equals off. Yep, so we are working with the OpenColor IO developers to fix this, maybe probably by specifying both results as acceptable for their affected tests. And the second package is Dino. We managed to compile generally, let's say, working pieces of Dino, which can be divided into two parts. The first part is a pull request to the RISC-V V8, sorry, titled "Support for Unconventional Builds," and the second one is that we have to manually turn off both the shared read-only heap and the compressed pointers option, because both of this is not are not yet implemented for the RISC-V platform. But in its source code, the V8 engine insists that at least either of this should be turned on. So we have to also manually comment out this line to make this work. Yep. And our test result shows that the REPL part have some minor issues, like it is complaining about can't find a specific file, but it's still like you can type some expressions and it can evaluate, just showing an additional warning. And other functions like invoking Dino from the command line to compile and run some TypeScript files, these functions works fine. And the third is for Linux, we turned on the I2C HIG OF option to enable the OpenCores controller driver. Yeah, this is reported by our community users. And let's move to the next page. The fourth and the final package is about QMU. One of our teammates, Xiongchuan Can, managed to implement the support for QMU user about pathing meta AMD GPU support, so that he can render like Firefox and other graphic applications in QMU user with using the host machine's AMD GPU. Yep, the patch set has been sent to the mailing list titled "Add some I/O details, I/O controls for Mesa AMD GPU support." Yep, and I also copied the 3 commit messages here. And this image on the right shows that we rendered Firefox with an AMD Radeon graphic card using QMU-user. Yep, you can see the reported WebGL status from Firefox. And that's all I'd like to share about Arc Linux. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm very interested in the last part you were showing about QML use. You enable you enable Mesa support in Mesa support, especially for AMD GPU. So is that means if I understand correctly, if we are using user mode, right? For
Yes.
RISC-V, we can enable a graphic support. Like if we're running RISC-V RuFS with user mode, we can also have a graphic window or something.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any instruction to use that? We are interested about that. Since we, if we want to test any graphic stuff, we need to use system mode. But right now, user mode support is quite useful for us. Yeah.
I think maybe after this conference, I'll contact Tan Xiongchuan, which is the author of this patch set, to like summarize what he have done and make an instruction guide. But currently, I think he did not write any like publicly available guide, and maybe I'll share this in the next RISC-V open hours, or maybe you can contact me after this. I'll like
Yes. Okay.
sign the latest status with you.
Thank you. That's a great achievement. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a quick question about the Arch stuff, if you don't mind. Where are the repos that you all are putting your package work into? Is this part of the powerarch.org team, or is this a different group that's working on Arch Linux stuff, or does it all go into the same place?
Yes, there's a single patch repo. I have just paste and send it in the chat box.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next one is Debian Linux. Yubo. Yubo, are you here? Anyone? Yeah, I guess someone ping me. Okay. So someone is in that page. So anyone can do give us provide some update about Debian. Okay. So I'm not very familiar with this, but what I heard from Len is they are working on instruction how to say infrastructure to rebuild Debian in locally and try to I guess it's they will have a good progress later. And from this slide, what I can see, Firefox has been built. Thunderbird, yeah, I guess Firefox has been built. 111 version we have haven't built that, so maybe we will catch up later. So if no one will give us a more update about Debian, we will skip that into the other one.
I don't have any input on Debian Waifu, but if you didn't know, Firefox 111 is the version that has all of the RISC-V patches in it for SunSpider. So the JavaScript support is significantly faster.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
I haven't. The version we have is 110. So
yeah,
yes,
I saw that before, and I was like, oh, bummer, missed it by one.
yes, but this one is quite significant. So yeah, thank you for mentioning this. We will try this as soon as possible. Thank you.
Not a problem. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. And so open Eula, anyone can give us an update, please?
Hello?
Yeah, we can
Hello?
hear you. Please go on.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jin Xi, come from ISCS Terriers team, one maintainer of the OpenUNR RISC-V SIG. I will introduce the progress of OpenUNR on RISC-V. In February 2023, RISC-V SIG released a test image of version 5.2. And in April, RISC-V SIG complete the adaptation of SG2042. Recently, RISC-V SIG released the OpenUNR 23.09 for RISC-V architecture. The download address is provided here. You can click to download. I think there are some major updates. First, provides 6 different images, which includes newly adapted version 5.2 and SG2042. Second, the Linux kernel upgrade to 6. Third, we added support for multiple desktop environments such as UKUI, DDE, Keygen, GNOME, Cinema. First, we added Isuna container support. Fifth, we update the previous optimization related to Firefox and Mesa. Next, I will briefly introduce the main goals of OpenUNR RISC-V SIG in the next 6 months. The OpenUNR RISC-V SIG has an important goal this year, which is to strive for OpenUNR RISC-V 23.09 to meet the publishing requirements of the QSIG and the release SIG and become one of the default supported architectures of OpenUNR. In addition, the RISC-V SIG and the compiler SIG have launched the OpenUniverse LLVM parallel universe project introduction. The efficiency of community activity of LLVM supports GCC. This project attempts to use more software packages built by LLVM in OpenUNI, which is independent of the current OpenUNI version published org. The parallel universe will start building from March and plans to complete parallel release of builds and release a test version in September. At last, we still waiting for the TH1520 LM48 to complete adaptation. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So actually, there's a great progress for OpenEura, and what I can see is widely support for different development board, and kernel is updated to the almost latest one, and for the latest development board like Vision 5v2 and Sophico SG2042, and that's very it's already been supported. Well, I saw some video about that, and it's amazing. So great, very very good progress. Very good progress. Thank you for your update. Yeah. So the next one is for Clown and LLVM. Anyone can provide some information?
Let me introduce.
Yes, we can hear you. Please.
Okay. Let me introduce our work on LLVM. The first patch is as a special case for the add instruction. It aims to legalize the types in the LVM RISC-V backend. We do that by expanding the int result of the add sub. The second patch is about preserving the non-null metadata when it was done in a function that is to combine the metadata for two instructions. And if one instruction is dominant than other instruction, we can preserve the related metadata. The third patch is also the same, does the same thing, and it is aimed to combine the range metadata, and if the non-null metadata existed, we can use the most generic range, and it will be good for optimization. The fourth patch is to preserve the align metadata for the same logic as in the third and the second patch. The last one is our work on Fortran language support. It removes some unused codes in the idioms header file. Okay. That's all.
Thank you very much. So about Kumo and Spike, anyone?
Hi, I have shared the progress on Kumio and Spike. For Kumio, in the past 2 weeks, we have updated some mail patch based on the comments from the upstream, such as the RVH check related simplification and code stack fix, and the ASP related support, and the fix for some point mask problems. Currently, the former two mail patch have accepted by the maintainer, and the study is still in review. We also send some new mail patch to the upstream, such as support for PC relative transmission and the fix for MPP related problems. And we also send a patch to fix the relationship between the things and the things, and send a new patch to add support for the new retention BF16 retentions. Currently, the MPP related fix have and the fix for the relationship between the things and the things have been accepted by the maintainer, and the other two main patch is still in review. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. And next one, we aid for RISC-V. Is that haven't? Yeah. No one can show this so many great progress for us. Maybe you are on mute, right? Okay. The other one is spider monkey. Anyone can show this? Okay. So I guess this is the last one.
Yeah.
Robin, please.
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm here to introduce my new work, the ROCm bootstrapping for RISC-V. So ROCm is an as it is an AMD open software ecosystem, mainly focusing on doing their GPU to do some HPC or machine learning stuff. And currently, I have been successfully building basic tool chains, and currently actually ongoing working on building numerical libraries. The target is mainly Ubuntu and High 5 Unmatched and Vega 7nm graphic cards, and further hardware and desktop support are on the road. However, it should be pointed out that the PCIe 3.0 atomics might be an issue, and so further hardware verification is still needed.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. So that means you're gonna enable this AMD ROC support their own RISC-V, right?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
toolchain has been built, and I'm currently building Rock FFT, and it seems that the toolchain is working.
Okay. So yeah, I will ask some question later offline, because I'm not sure if we can enable that on Fedora system.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting I'm quite interested in that. Yeah, thank you. Okay, and I guess I run to the end of the slide. And if you have more question, please raise it. And then maybe I can, yes, it's already over 11 minutes. So I will stop sharing and then see if I can show you this. Yeah. Okay. This is the RISC-V or Fedora on RISC-V on softcode server. So first of all, I will power off it, and then you can see, maybe you can hear that the fan is running crazily.
You can definitely hear that. Yes.
And because I turned it off, and then I gonna reset it. I will reset it. Sure, you can see something behind that because there's another console behind this. Okay, so getting to the U-boot, I rebuilt it. I rebuilt it at 10 on 10. The versions come from the older patch come from Lan Yixun. On he is Gen 2 maintainer, and also on on the web, the nickname is DLand. Maybe a lot of people knows this guy. Is a very great developer. And then I will load grab into this system. So you can see this grab is running on a SoftGo server, and then I will choose to run Fedora on it. So this is the booting log. It's reliable. So once it get into the kernel, the fan is being controlled by PWM, and so it will the noise it will more and it's much make you more comfortable. You know noise, and every now and then my daughter will say, "What are you doing in your office in your room?" It's just like a plant. And now, yeah, I get into the system. Yeah, sorry. So I get into the system, and yeah, is only half of that, I guess, enabled. Yeah, yes, only half of that enabled because I only maybe the problem of the DTP are loading, and I just have one thing on that board. So yes, it's just a demo. It's just a demo for booting from Grab from the bootstrap I share with you just now. Yeah. Okay,
Awesome.
let's. I guess that's all the things. Any question?
I do have one question. Does anyone have any information on what's going on with Golang? I know there is some work happening for it, but I haven't seen any releases for Golang support for RISC-V.
Actually, we already built Golang on RISC-V. So
Okay.
I guess you mean the upstream work or something else?
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't heard about this. I guess the package we built is we have some patch inside, so I haven't noticed that. Sorry. But in this meeting, maybe some people from PLCT can provide some information. If you have any information, please don't hesitate, please. Yeah. So I will check with Wei Wu talking about anyone can help to do the Golang patch upstream. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning this. Yeah.
Not a problem. Thank you.
But for Fedora, I guess. Let me see. I haven't installed that, but on Fedora we already built a lot of Golang modules. I saw that just yesterday, a lot of Golang module. That means we have Gold in the system. So yeah. So
Yeah,
the upstream work is
I'm just
required.
curious if that's coming from the upstream Go stuff or if you're using the Go GCC stuff, because I know some things, especially in Fedora, are built with the Go GCC front end, and I don't. And unfortunately, like a lot of the things that I'm looking for don't necessarily work with that. They want the full upstream Golang, which is why I was curious. But it's okay. I'll do some more research, and maybe we can get some answers next month.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for mentioning this. I will also checking this later. Yeah. All right. So it's a quarter over the meeting time. So anyone has more question? We still can answer question, and I can share all the information I got. Yeah. If not, we can call it a day. For most of you guys, some guys from from US or maybe from Europe, we can call it a day. But the day for me just began. Yeah. So, anyone, any question? Okay, I will stop the recording, and thank you for attending this meeting. Thank you very much, and I will stop recording.
Thank you. Have a great